Then let's do it over again.
Great.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for King of the Hippo 3. It is a 2v2v2v2 tournament, and yeah, everyone will fight for a monument in the middle. We will explain the settings once we get into the game. And is it the right mod? I think you don't need any mod. Don't need any mod. It can only get more funnier. Okay.
Production value.
Production value. Oh, I have some good things prepared. So, yeah, let's see. So the first map, Helen, did you take a look at the maps?
Yeah, I don't know what this one was. It was like MW 2002 or something?
Yeah, exactly. It was a German map played in a German team league when there was a soccer World Cup in 2002. Let's take a look at it. It's very special. Basically, oh, that's very small. Well, but you can still see everything. In the middle, there is like a soccer field, and everyone is starting with endless amount of villagers there. Let me see if I can...
If I'm quiet, I will just move the mic closer. I'm just worried if it's too close, my keyboard will definitely set it off, even though the keyboard's under the desk.
Okay, so there's a soccer field in the middle, and you're starting with all your villagers there, like up to 7 or something, maybe 10. And Helen is a bit quiet. Okay, then I will increase.
I changed my mic position. I think it should be a bit louder now.
I'll up you as well a bit. Okay. And yeah, then you have to expand to the outside and can get some trade rolling, and in the end we can fight for the big monument in the middle, and should be pretty interesting.
Yes, it looks like a very nice map. Something a little different, and I look forward to seeing how the teams perform. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a, you know?
So we have the first team, Idefix and Iceno. Then the Kragot and Major Quarrels, King Marv and Klavkis, and Artitas and Foghorn. I think Artitas and Foghorn are probably my favorites. They have played King of the Hippo formats before. And yeah, at least I know their names, and I know that they know pretty solid build-ups. And yeah, let's see and jump into game number 1.
Leo.
So, as you can see, lots of villages, wild stuff here. That's a big monument in the middle, and you're aiming to win this one. You can see on the right-hand side, there is a countdown. And if this goes down to 0 years, whoever has the monument in the middle wins the game. But if it changes in the last 100 years, it goes back to 100 years again. So, let's introduce the teams. We have, we have Aquino, and the settings where every team has to start with Persians and one other civilization. So we have Persians and Goth. The team next to them is Persians and Mongols, followed by Quarros picking Vikings and Persians. I think that's not the greatest choice ever. And then we have Persians, concluding with Goth as well. What do you think about the civ choices, Helen?
Interesting civ choices. Persians, I think, are a pretty decent choice on this map. With the Vikings, surely they're thinking of some sling strategy there. I don't see any other reason for choosing that. Mongols as well, very strong late game. You can see the Mongols and Persian combination should be very nice for the Leo group team. But I was just looking at the players and what they're doing. It seems like a lot of them might not have tried this map before.
Yeah, for example, Kragot got 1 villager walled, inside 2 still idle, and he walled 1 of blue, and he still has idle villager there. So super scrappy start. Lots of players having houses in the middle there, and so many walled villagers. Such a funny start here.
Yeah, I mean, I saw some of them, and it was like 2 minutes in, and they had their first villager under their TC. So they were just like chilling out in the middle, walking around in circles, getting control of the monument, and then losing control once again, and then finally like, oh wait, we should probably go to our town centers now and build up some economy.
Yeah, probably that would help out. What did I want to say? Yeah, concerning trade. Yes, every team is allowed to trade, but you're not allowed to do the sling upgrades. So that means no coinage, no banking for you, so that slinging didn't become too powerful, I thought.
Yeah, but I think we're still going to see a sling for Queros and is he with Clav? Or is it Kraigerd? Kraigerd. Yeah, because he's chosen Vikings, and I don't see why Vikings is even a half-decent civilization in late Imperial Age, and it will go really late. Every single King of the Hill game I've watched has pretty much gone very late Imperial Age, so it's just really surprising, the Civ choice.
I'm so confused, like, are orange and grey in the same... Yeah,
wait, I thought the Leo people were together.
It's so weird, like,
yes,
they are grouped up pretty weirdly as well. Let me see if I can change that compact view for team games. Yes, but that won't help. Sort team players by score.
Is it the dashboard thing? I thought dashboard used to sort by teams, and I was looking at
yeah, but that's not
dashboard.
How it looks on the side. Okay. So that's confusing on the left hand side. But if you want to see the scores, you can look at the right hand side.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's see what's going on. 460 years, obviously everyone is trying to build their own base. Red the only one who's going to the outside with wood, but so is... no, more players are going for the outside woods. For now, like players like Orange is still building at home, and Blue only expanded like halfway to the outside. We have 5 relics, so nothing special in that regard here.
Well, even with the option of trade, because of how close they are together, I think the relics will still be quite important.
Yeah, probably. Someone in the chat asked, what does coinage do? It reduces the taxes for slinging. If you give like 100 food and don't have any upgrades, you have only 70 arrive. And if you do coinage, 80 arrive. And if you do banking, 100 arrive. My eyes are looking weird, right? That's.
I'm wondering, is the question to do with what coinage actually does, or is the question to do with can they actually research coinage, and are they disqualified if that happens?
If they win and use coinage and wanted to have a slinging, I have to disqualify them, yeah.
Okay.
Like,
makes sense.
Banking obviously is more important than coinage here. Oh, even a dog for a player in green here. So let me think. Persians with Goth, with Vikings, with Mongols. Well, you have 5 shawfish there, so it's not that bad. But obviously not controlling a lot of area.
Might have been a bit better to even mill that. He has a lot of farms down, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
A bit more efficient.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I'm just surprised he found somewhere to mill on this map.
To dock him in.
rather.
Yeah, that's true. There aren't many spaces. Probably you can on the shoreline. So lots of players going to feudal age now.
Yep. So one thing I was a little bit surprised about was how far behind Foghorn was in terms of population. He was... Queros was about the same, but he was a bit ahead of Foghorn even, because I had a look at his start, and Foghorn didn't have the worst start. At least he had his villages under his TC quite early, but his population was really low.
Foghorn, you mean?
And they are... so a bit earlier, I was looking at populations, and he hasn't clicked up to feudal age yet, so his population's not looking that bad right now. But a lot of the other players have clicked up to feudal age, or have already reached feudal age, so he's pretty far behind.
Oh, that's true, that's true. Yeah, a bit surprising here that his start is so slow. He has a lot of fishing ship now, 4, that might help out. Trying to wall his wood area. And yeah, there's a reasonable amount of gold on this map and stone, so people with like heavy gold units from castles can absolutely go for it, like the Persians, like the Mongols, but not so much, obviously, the Vikings. Maybe Kraros just loves the Vikings or didn't take a look at the map. By the way, Krager still has 2 villagers in the middle idle. So he hasn't pressed idle villager all game long. Or like, not in the last 11 minutes.
Yeah, Idleville button is for noobs, you know? This is a high-level game, so we're not expecting them to need those 2 extra villagers. These guys can balance their economies without it. They'll be fine.
Probably that. Yeah, so obviously playing in such a weird format, it's super tough to arrange your trade there. Because you want to have 2 corners, but that's just so tough to accomplish because obviously every other team wants to get 2 corners as well. And yeah, that doesn't really make sense or doesn't add up.
Well, I guess there are, 2 teams for each side of the map. So if you wipe out another team, then you can secure 2 corners for yourself to a certain extent. So, for example, on the side of Foghorn and Arteris, if they kill off the IIDA team, then they can secure the corner down the bottom, and then they'll have long trade. Otherwise, they're already walling off on the map, so they can just go for short trade early on.
Yeah, that's true. Short trade is absolutely an option. No one went for Spanish. I think we will see that civilization a bit more often picked in the upcoming games.
Yep. I think maybe Persians is just a little nicer for these players with the bonuses that Persians get, producing villages faster, the extra food at the start. It's like a safety net, whereas Spanish is really about thinking about the late game, and it's great for higher level games, even though I call these high level games.
Can't really make up your mind. So Yellow's still stuck in Feudal Age. Most of the other players looking into Castle Age. Even aggressive stables here. The thing is, we have some maps where like villagers or scouts aren't spawning close to the monument, so the actual countdown starts a bit later. But here we had villagers starting at it, yeah, directly. So the countdown is already at 355 years now. Normally it could be like 410 or something.
I think this is great. It means we're going to see a lot of early action rather than players sitting back and just booming until Imperial Age and us just talking about not much. Yeah, I'm kind of curious whether what Foghorn's plan is. He does have the stable down, but he's so delayed. Oh, so is Quaros though. But yeah, I'm still not sure what Quaros is doing with his life.
To have very low points at the start. So let's see, is anyone doing something aggressive? It seems like Marv is just booming. Then we have the blue player who...
Slav is just booming. Yeah. He had a market, blacksmith, so...
Gray is just booming. Orange has 1 stable, but yeah, at least wants to build 1 extra
Vikings.
to see. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Viking, so I don't know what he's doing.
It's
going to be nice, but it's interesting. Maybe Knights? He only has 3 on gold, though.
Yeah, maybe some Knights just to zone out some area.
Yep. I'm more interested in the Goth player. He's heavy on stone right now. Red.
Oh,
so
yeah, Idefix.
Maybe we're going to see some Haskals.
Oh, yeah, maybe starting early to control the middle area. Like, I think Enderine did that once on Chaos Pit, if I remember correctly. And trying to secure the area was pretty close. And Taff at that time was a huge fan of that strategy. So, and especially when we start so early with the timer, it might be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the eco setup is. He's got 4 on gold, which is very standard single stable night pump sort of eco, and then he dropped a TC. So he's not committing to the Haskals just yet. And yeah, not too sure what's going on right now.
Okay, let's see. Want to see more farms. Let's go into his point of view and see how much stone he has. 500 stone. Yes, trade is allowed, but sling only without coinage and banking, like Ken just said in the chat. So
Yep.
cartography.
It's okay. I'll answer these questions for you.
Thanks. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to actually mention them on stream, especially in the first game here. Settings are new to everyone, so kind of have to adjust as well. We have great players coming up and want to see how they approach it. We have Doubt playing later on, MBL, Tito, Hart and Leary maybe. They signed up for a qualifier which actually was full, and maybe you can get them for the forced qualifier. Oh, and Krager moved his villagers.
What? Did he?
Yeah.
Maybe is he stream cheating? That's the only reason why he would move them right now. I guess he must be really comfortable at home for him to actually hit the idle bill button. Everything must be going extremely well.
Yeah. Oh, building a mill in the middle now. No, probably wants to get the ball there.
Oh God,
Oh,
no!
I want to see that micro. What do you expect? One villager down or no villagers down?
At least one.
At least one?
He didn't actually hit an idle bill button for 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go with at least one because he might forget about it.
Oh, let's see if he's actually trying to get the boar. Ah, the villagers.
Please don't. Please don't.
Ah, he's walling the boar
Ah,
instead of the villagers.
nice.
Okay, that's a sweet move.
So
Oh, the boar's running out!
burned. Maybe you should just wall the bill.
Yeah, you should always wall the villager. Oh god, oh god! And that's 80% of his micro capabilities, I believe.
This is amazing. I can't believe he doesn't realize he can just wall his bills in. Or is he doing that now?
Maybe
No,
he's doing it by
no.
accident. Let's see.
No,
Oh no, he's shooting! Oh,
Ben! Oh my god!
oh no, now he's
He's walling
shooting.
the bill.
Let's
Okay.
see. Walls behind. Yeah. Good job, Krager. But now he's. What is he?
Why did
He opened from behind! Oh god. So it's going to be one villager down for sure.
No, yeah,
Ah, 4 HP.
okay. And the boar is like 50 miles from the mill.
And now all the palisades blocking as well. Why did he delete the palisade there? Oh man.
Why did he delete it? He was walled in.
Yeah.
He could have just dropped one more.
Okay, let's take a look. Blue and purple, they're actually a team, so that makes sense that it's so peaceful over here. Orange and gray are teaming up. Yellow's actually doing some quite nice team walls here, together with teal, so they're securing one corner for them. And yeah, I think Mango Dice is a pretty good unit. Not sure how well they perform against huge amounts of elite war elephants though.
Yeah, I think
And
it's
Husk
more
Hulks.
like having the really fast traveling units in Mangdai and the slower units for the war elephants. Also, that transition in early imp. I don't think we're going to be seeing players go straight into war elephants. So having the Mangdai with the paladins early on might just be enough for them to secure the game before the other players can get enough war elephants out.
Well, we can see green now on the way to Imperial Age, going for bloodlines, going for the defense upgrade. So he is rushing for paladins here, having a pretty strong boom. Only blue has a better one, has more than 80
What
worlds
did Red
now.
do with all that stone in the end?
Let's see. He's building the castle.
Okay, so it wasn't the Castle H of Skulls that I kind of wanted to see with that many villagers on... Wait, what's he doing? He pulled all the villas off the castle?
I think he rang the bell. Or what
But
happened?
they're mining stone? Wait, what? Let's get stone for another castle before I finish my castle.
Okay, now he's sending them back.
Okay. I was about to say, that's an interesting strategy.
Okay, Edifix now going for horse color. Blue looking for Imperial Age as well, having a very strong boom here. Klaus he's Latvian. And he's going for elephants. Look at this amount of stone. Yeah. Adding more farms.
It's kind of risky though, don't you think, to go for war elephants right away if other players are going to have really nice unit compositions. Not only is it really expensive in terms of economy to make that transition, but you're going to be so slow. He's got that single castle right now. By the time he gets to maybe 3 up, which is, I would say, a decent number to start producing at not a very fast rate, but at least he'd be making some war elephants. Other players are going to have quite a lot of units massed up already. And I saw some monasteries coming up from... Is anyone going to go monks? I'm wondering now.
Well, monks
Is that
obviously
why the
could be
Viking
so...
pick?
Viking pick?
Viking monks. The only thing that makes sense in this game. Oh, man. I don't think... I'm trying to figure out what the Viking player is supposed to do in this game, and I just honestly can't come up with anything.
Well, Krager is heavily on stone as well, so he will go for... yeah,
Monks?
wall defense as well.
Monks. My mind is now trapped on monks for a bit.
Krager building an archery range in the middle, look at that. Oh, now cancelled.
Is that supposed to be a stable maybe instead? And he hit the wrong stone now. Why does he need more castles as Goths?
Oh, actually, yeah, he only needs one. That's so true. Yeah, maybe he wanted to get another TC up. He's building one at his wood in the south now.
Oh, is the stream down? People saying GG stream.
Oops.
Whoops.
Actually, I should be up. Oh, it's back up.
Okay.
Not sure what happened. Yeah, welcome back, guys.
People throwing those panic baskets, so just thought we'd have a look quickly.
Yeah. So, you missed nothing. Obviously, just a short break. Not really sure what happened. At the moment, I think purple and blue are looking pretty strong here. So Edifix is now slinging green. But only some food here for paladin upgrade.
I think green's not looking too bad either. He had a really killer boom, and if he's going paladins, he's going to be pumping out those units so much faster than Clav in blue. So worst comes to worst, yeah, like he doesn't even need to go for the monument, and by choosing to go elite war elephants, they could be paying. Like, look at King Marv. He's now struggling against green's cavalier.
Yeah, and blue can't really help with slow war elephants, even adding some camels here. Not sure King Marv should just go for Halberdiers, but he doesn't even have pikemen research completely. Paladin upgrade for green as well. And yeah, that gives them so much space on the right hand side. Red zoned out the left hand side, green zoning out the right hand side. So they're trying to flex their muscles a bit and trying to get some more area here. Red now building more barracks here.
So he did have to sling his teammate a little bit of food, so that delays him a bit, and he didn't have the most balanced economy. But I think it's I was gonna say, I was wondering if it would be worth for the other teams to go straight for King Marv and Clav, because they're so ahead in terms of score, and I don't think we've seen much scouting, but at least they're ahead. So I don't think anyone knows they're going for war elephants yet. Now they will, and they should probably try and do some damage. Otherwise, they're going to be pretty much unstoppable if you leave him alone.
Yeah, but they're obviously fighting against 6, so we will see that. At the moment, Krager is now going for hand cannoneers halberdiers.
What?
Yeah, that's a Persian composition he chooses to go for. Not really sure, to be honest. Yeah, he has like 3 barracks now, 3 archery rangers, and is trying to go for the middle against mass paladins, mango dice, the goth spamming, and war elephants. Not really sure if his pop 200 will really compete for the middle there.
You chose Persians to go halbs and hand cannons.
Well, Persians was a set civilization, and it was Persian plus hidden civilization.
Yeah, but still, like, you're going Persians, and then you get your partner to choose Vikings just so you can go halbs and hand cannons?
The reasoning might be to go... He watched too many 1v1 wrecks there, and halberdiers, hand cannoneers is a good composition for 1v1s, but not really in that scenario, I would say. So, Klavka is now the first one going with a real army for the middle. Close to having fully upgraded war elephants, halberdiers coming up, and purple and blue are going for the middle here, and all the other teams need to start contesting there.
Did you see the nice quick wall from Krager
in
the middle, by the way?
Yeah.
I was like, you couldn't do that with your ball, but you can do this under pressure? Really?
yeah, that's surprising to me as well.
Yeah, that was really well done, but I don't think it's going to accomplish anything in the end. Unfortunately for him, but still nice to see.
Someone in the chat trying to make a sense of Vikings. They're going for Berserkers with all the upgrades, but Berserkers perform so poorly against basically every other late Imperial unit except like Halberdiers, Champions, Skirmishers, Hussars.
Guys,
So-
it's the Viking monks. I'm telling you, it's the Viking monks. It has to be.
Well, he is going for Arbalest, as it seems. So Grey and Orange are going for Halberdier, Hand Cannoneer, Arbalest. Yeah, let's see.
They're making our lives entertaining. What can we say?
That's true.
Yep. They're providing a lot of interesting theory crafting for everyone, so we have to thank them for that. But yeah, it's looking like blue and purple are in a really dominating position. Where are the two Leo players that you said you expected to do really well? Is that Mongol Barracks?
That's Mongol Barracks indeed. Yeah, some spearman support there. And oh god, this is looking pretty good for blue and purple here. Let's see, green is now coming up with a lot of paladins, might clear this up. And remember guys, when it's down to 100 years, we're getting into the hot phase. But if the owner of the monument then changes, we're going back to 100 years again. Okay, let's see, Mongols, not really.
Stuck on the Mongol Barracks.
Yeah, sorry. He's doing Mango Dice as well. Teal is going for Paladins as well. And now the Halberdier spam of Edifix is coming.
Yep. And now we see, actually, Green was not able to do any damage with his first couple of Cavalier. And with Blue going for those early War Elephants, and with a probably stronger economy as well, he's able to produce a much stronger army composition with his teammate compared to Red and Green, who have the exact same civilizations.
Yeah, that's so true. And Halberdier is now being produced against the War Elephants. Obviously super bad against the champions that the Gods was just mixing in. And the waypoints are super bad as well. People need to take care about the middle. Like Orange didn't do anything, Grey didn't do anything yet. Yellow is just attacking at the side weirdly. Teal doesn't really have an army to contest there. So at the moment it's just a 2v2 here.
Yep, Yellow's just massing up his elite Mangudai. I think he's got a pretty good idea. Mangudai in small numbers are not that great. He needs to actually reach critical mass, which seems like it'll take him quite a bit of time. He's just finished building, his third castle? And it looks like his teammate Teal is also taking his time and massing up their armies, while Red and Green are really fighting it out against Blue and Purple in the center in the meantime.
Oh, this looks like it might be in a super short game. I don't really see how anyone can contest. Purple has so many barracks here as well. Red is still missing. Now Orange is finally coming with Grey. Everyone needs to push now, or they will lose the game here.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually starting to wonder. I saw Goths picked as a counter to the Persians, I would assume, but are we going to see some monk civs in some higher level games just because of how powerful these War Elephants have been?
Well, it's not always Persians at the set civilization, but yeah, I would have expected some more monk play here for sure. Teal and yellow coming now. Let's see, orange and gray as well. So now it's finally a 2v6, and it's important that those two teams in the top now don't attack each other, but they only fight for the middle. Let's see. Green needs to go. Red has a lot of Halberdiers here in the back. They don't really make sense. They need to go in the middle as well. Now Teal and yellow are coming in to fight.
I think they should focus on the blue and purple, because Green's getting really salty about it. He's like, is anyone else playing? Why is it just us? War in the middle, where is everyone else? Well, everyone else is biding their time and trying to come in at the perfect time to swoop a victory away from everyone else, but I don't know, they could be waiting too long, and it's happened a lot before. They're telling each other to go to the middle now.
Yeah, it happened every time that someone messed up and the middle was not controlled by all the other teams. Let's see. Purple isn't spamming that much at the moment. Blue's falling back. If they move away from this like stone street area, the timer will reset to 100 years again. At the moment, purple doesn't have a lot in the middle there. Yellow now pushing. Where did Teal go with all his paladins? Did all the paladins actually die? Now
Yes,
green
I
coming in
think
with
they've already been
more.
cleaned up. Ran into the war elephants, got shredded, and now it's just Mangadai. And if Foghorn loses all of these Mangadai, this game is definitely over.
45 years
Someone
now.
just called GG.
Oh, no, it's just a
Never mind.
chat. Let me put the chat. Oops. Chat off. Okay, still lots of units. Let's go into Klavke's point of view. He is producing more and more pilots and elephants and has a lot of them. Yellow now should
he has
only
5 castles, so he's producing them pretty quickly. But it looks like Green's making that transition to elephants as well. So maybe going to help contest a little. He's also got hand cannons. Interesting.
Orange is too far back. Teal is sending in more. At the moment, we need to kill those units. I don't see a lot of blue and I don't see a lot of purple in the moment here. We have 30 years. The monument needs to switch. Everyone needs to focus. Some elephants on the left-hand side, they will die for pretty sure. Orange needs to set over here, set himself over here in this area. So does Gray, so that they can intercept all the upcoming units. Only 27 years till end. This might be one of the very shortest games. Let's see. Now Teal pushing in with more. Problem is that Teal and Green are attacking each other now. Orange is having the greatest units. Oh god, there's still so many, like a handful of elephants and some harbies left. 19 years only. You shouldn't go back here. You should always only go for the attack. Let's see. Purple is pushing in here. 15 years. See, only 5 elephants. 2 more rams coming, some more elephants coming as well. Purple isn't sending a lot. It's 13 years in the middle here. Everyone is trying to push them away. Monitors, the paladins should go in through this area. Let's see. It's 2 rams, 2 elephants, 10 years now. Oh, more elephants coming up. Let's see. 1 more elephant. I'm trying to group everything here. We're going down to 7 years. Are purple and blue doing it in the first try? 5 years down. Oh god, and that's still so many HP here. 4 years. I think blue can do it. It's down to 3 years. It's an instant GG. That was the shortest King of the Hippo game we have ever seen. Just a bad play by everyone. Just not teaming up there. And it's the first win here for purple and blue. Oh,
hey, sorry. I think Skype or my audio died for a bit at the end. So I was just trying to stay quiet because I couldn't hear where you were talking.
Oh god, King Marv and Klavskis pulling the fast win here. We've never seen that before. Most of the time, teams actually are able to win the 6v2 here, but it wasn't that close. Even 6 elephants, a ram, some purple units here. They would have lost it in like 10 years or something, but made it for the timer. Okay,
yeah,
so that
too slow for the other teams, and going for the early war elephants paying off.
Yeah, so that was qualifier number 1. Still 3 qualifiers coming up, and after that